This is a technical recording today. It's going to be about shifting. This is how I teach shifting. Now this is a little warning. I'm not a traditionalist. I don't do guide finger shifting anymore. I just do, well, you'll see. So there are two kinds of shifts that I'm going to cover. One is from the same finger. So if you were doing a D major arpeggio, it would be like this. This one. So between F sharp and A. This is using the first finger. So the first step is, well, we have to know how it sounds. F sharp to A. And so the first thing I do for shifting is to do what I call just going back and forth. And look at my thumb, it goes back and forth. And there's a little tiny bit of a smeary sound. So you do it over and over and over again, so it's like this. And make the bow nice and heavy because you want the bow to be confident when you're shifting. Mr. Kendall, John Kendall, recently deceased, unfortunately, he brought Suzuki Method to America, and a fine, fabulous teacher, had this wonderful shifting exercise. And you'll drive everybody in your house crazy, which is a lot of fun. But I don't actually do that so much. It's just... Then the next step is, I call it target practice, where you start with a fast up bow near the frog, up down. You start on the bottom note, and you try to do that 5 times in a row perfectly. Okay, and then the third step is, I call it making a cocoon, or cocooning, in which you put it in the middle of what you have to do. So it's a D major arpeggio, so you can start here. Which is actually the whole arpeggio, but you can see this shift is right in the middle. And then you can see if your shifting practice worked. And if you're missing it, then go back and do the other 2 steps. Okay, this is the second kind of shifting, is when you go from one finger to another. Like if you're doing the D major scale, and shifting from second finger to first finger. And so the shift is like that, from second to first. And it's the same idea. The first step is going back and forth. And the thumb is moving. And the bow is heavy. And the second part is the target practice, up, down. And the third step is the cocoon. And or slur 4, or slur all 8. And so that you can see if all of your shifting practice worked. So I hope those 3 methods help you. They seem to work all the time for my students and for me, so good luck. The end.